Hello, Sagittarians. Welcome to another episode of Ethereal Tarot. My name is Carla. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign in this message, this tarot reading is for you. And Sagittarians, your weekly reading will come out every Sunday, so be sure to check back every Sunday for that because it'll be sitting there all pretty waiting for you to read, to journey with, and push subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps to promote the channel, helps to support me giving you these weekly readings every week, which I so adore doing. Feel free to take in what resonates, let go of what doesn't. It is a general collective read for the sign of Sagittarius. And check out your sun, moon, and rising sign, as you could find some resonance within those as well. Okay. And I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away a free deck of tarot cards. These tarot cards, the Ethereal Visions deck. And no, I didn't create it, even though I wish I could say that I did. They're that beautiful. But it's a great deck of cards. I've used them for years. There's minimal wear and tear. We'll be able to see them up close and personal and in action here. And the link is in the description box below, also pinned in the comments for you. It's just a name and email address, no spam, nothing, lickety split. What do we have for Sagittarians, please, for this week? Let's see what we've got. Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Artist, the Five of Cups, and the Hierophant. All right, Sagittarians, let's take a little look-see around the room. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I so adore you. I appreciate you, whether you're new or returning. Glad you're here. And this is how I do my spreads. This is how I do my readings. I read from left to right. And this is the path of the current situation, the conflict, the block, the challenge, something that needs to come up into your field of awareness at this time. Usually it's already percolating at the surface there, and you feel resonance with it. Then we come to the path of higher self, this middle path. This is what God, spirit, angels, universe, spirit guides, any higher realm being, this is what they want you to remember, okay? And it's a message of guidance for you. And the key word is remember, because we have every energy of the tarot inside of us, okay? It's intrinsic to beingness. And so this is the message that higher self crafted for you to remember, to cultivate, to meditate on, to bring up into the forefront. Then we come to the path of the possible outcome. And I do say possible because I honor and respect and realize that free will is the strongest law in the universe. And so things can change. Things can change. So we'll take a look at the outcome of the energies for you. Okay. Let's start with the current. We've got Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay. There's not a lot of clarity online. It's like something that you were doing repeatedly, methodically, something that you could kind of rely on to be there is changing. It's like your compass is changing. You're needing a new North Star at this time. And it feels a little hazy, feels unclear. It feels like, I wouldn't say that you're like shut down to revelation, but you're sure not feeling the revelation come in. It's like you're just kind of sitting there waiting for this to happen for you, Sag. Let's see. There needs to be a little bit more of something to like hope for almost. Maybe some kind of spiritual reformation, some kind of message from the heavens, okay, from the sky, so to speak, that you're on the right path, okay? Because right now it feels like something got pulled from you, again, that you were doing kind of every day. Let's see, take a look. 10 of Swords, yes, something ended. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you got the Knight and the Queen of Pentacles in the same line, which means this is about every day for you, Sag. This is like your everyday motion, your movements, something you got very comfortable in, something, maybe you didn't get comfortable in it, but it was something that you did every day, a routine, and now the scenery is just changing on you, okay? And you're left with like, well, what's my passion? What's my true north? What do I do now with this, okay? 10 of Swords is all about the ending, you know, the death of something. It's that ending. It's that inevitable ending. Something's coming to a close. Okay. And it looks like it was something that needed to come to a close. It's not like well, I mean, you could have some feelings towards this, but also I think that if you got in touch with more of your feeling base, you would get a little clearer on what you want, how you want to proceed forward, adopting these new patterns, new routines for yourself, a new change of scenery, and kind of embracing it more. But we'll see what higher self wants you to remember, okay? We've got Ace of Pentacles. I love that it addresses the Pentacles here. Ace of Pentacles is that new beginning. Pentacles is the earth energy, the earth resources, everything you can see, touch, smell, taste, hear, all of your surroundings, okay? That is Pentacles. That's Pentacle energy. The Ace of Pentacles is the new fresh beginning, the opportunity. Higher self here is wanting you to remind you of the opportunity and to stay. We got Page of Cups here and the Knight of Cups here, which is also beautiful. It's such a beautiful and really responsive, like appropriately responsive line or path to your current, okay? Page of Cups is that energy of I'm out here, I'm open to the messages, I'm open to the synchronicity, I'm open to divine love, I'm open to divinity, I'm open for, the heavens to show me my next way, my next step. So it's super, super appropriate given your current. Knight of Cups, that's also this energy of I'm open, my passion is there, my desires are there. Where can I tap into them? Higher self is wanting you to know there's an opportunity in this to really gain a perspective on your desires, your passion, how you want to move forward. Knight of Pentacles, he's facing forward. It might look a little flipped to you right now, but he is facing forward. He's always facing the future. And the Knights do, okay? They're the of the courts. They're the ones who go out and do. They are, Page of Cups are more of the pages, are more of the receivers. Okay, so Page of Cups is receiving the message. Knight of Cups is going out and doing. And Knight of Cups, he does it with passion, with emotion, with feeling, with desire, with all that kind of schmoozy stuff, like getting into the feelings, the feeling base, because Cups is all about emotions. And it's the water energy. Really gorgeous. I'm going to go a little deeper into your path of higher self here for you. Give me more for Sagittarians higher self. The Emperor. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, I love how it's addressing, though. It's still addressing that more clear side of you. Like it wants you to get clear. It wants you to remember your capability, your ability to get clear on this. Emperor makes decisions based off of very little information. And it might not be the most popular decision, but it's almost as if it's like, take your life by the reins. Figure out what you love, figure out the opportunity in this, take your life by the reins, make those decisions. Knight of Swords, just like I said, it's the masculine energy of the court cards, other than the king. So it's this doer, it's the doership, it's not as much the receivership, which is Page. This is going out and doing, this is action. This is getting really clear. It's like the Knight is just, the Knight of Swords is always just, he's slicing away all that doesn't serve him anymore. It is like a card of like an intrusion on the energy system. But given the higher self spread, it's like this action, doing, going forward, and like nothing's stopping you. Okay, nothing's stopping you. It's like you're like this wrecking ball coming through. So there's a lot of energy of clarity and making those decisions to execute. Okay. But it's also lovely how it's balancing and it's noticing the need for you to get in touch with your feeling base. What do you desire? What do you, where do you want to take this? Okay, this new thing. I feel like it's really like an opportunity. It's like you're turning a new leaf, big time, Sag. Whether it be through person, place, thing, situationship. I'm going to go into my astrology soul deck. This is not a tarot deck, but it is a deck to. It'll give us the houses. I like to take a peek sometimes just to give a little more information. Let's take a little peek at what house comes out for you. The 8th house of I transform. Oh, yes, this is all about you, Sag. This is all about you. I do think it's an external event that is causing you to transform big time. This is the house of life enigmas, transformation, the hidden, sexuality, and death. Here's where we can see someone else's property and money, real estate, inheritance, and investments. We can also see our deepest unrevealed wishes, as well as fears, occultism, and esotericism. I transform 8th house of Scorpio. And man, it's just very fitting. There's a need to, like I said, turn over a new leaf. This is a card of death. I mean, look at the guy there, poor guy. he's done in. It's done in energy. There needs to be a new way forward, a new North Star. Okay. Really cool. Really cool. I'm going to go into the path of the possible outcome here. We've got the Artist. I love that. And this is major arcana for the Ethereal Visions deck. Normally it's not major arcana in the, Rider-Waite-Smith deck or the Thoth deck, but it is for, just especially for Ethereal Visions. And then we have 5 of Cups and the Hierophant. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is all you creating. The artist is the creator. It's the pioneer. It's the pioneering energy, the creative energy. It's also the force. It's also the energy of embarking on a new vision. It's the visionary. Okay, so really, I think that you're going to get clear. Okay, you're going to get clear. You're going to start to create and envision, really envision, and kind of encapsulate or create this manifestation of what you desire, of what your forward way is. And then, of course, we have the Five of Cups, which leads me to believe that there's some healing that has to take place on your part. There is a sense of a little bit of grief or loss. It's almost as if, not necessarily like you'll be sitting in a corner crying every day or anything. It's more so the sense of what fell, how do I move on from this? How do I accept what was lost? Where do I go from here? That is big time 5 energy. It's like, where do we go from here? Okay. Because 5 isn't complete. We're waiting for, when we're in the 5, we're waiting for the 6, really, which is the harmony, coming back to harmonies, coming back to balance, coming back to just equal on both sides, more of this completion. But the 5 is more so like, what went wrong? Where do we go from here? How do I start to accept this? And I love how it's giving you that permission, or you will be giving yourself that permission, Sag, to kind of heal, to grieve, to figure it out. 3 cups have fallen, but he's got 2 cups in the background that are full. Okay. And then sometimes it's like when these transformations occur, we need that time. When these big transformations happen, we need that time to kind of console ourselves and come to acceptance. It doesn't just happen overnight, right? We need to shift our perspective at some point. And even while we're in the interim of shifting the perspective, we still grieve certain things, and that is all a part of healing, okay? Because it's saying like, you're not healed yet, you're in the transformation, and it's okay. It's a beautiful, I feel that it's a very profound way of you really listening to higher self, kind of straddling that duality of like, oh, I have a vision, I'm gonna go for it. I've got this energy, this fire, this will. But at the same time, you know that you're healing something, you're realizing something, you're accepting something, you're learning things through it. There's a big transformation underway for you. The Hierophant is all about that is you adopting a new way. Okay. Hierophant is all about where we go when we know what we hold sacred, what we hold dear, what we value, our motives. It's also a new surrounding in the sense of who we surround ourselves with. It's a very earthy card, and it really addresses your pentacles that you've gotten. It's ruled by Taurus, or it's a card of Taurus energy. It's the Taurus power card. And this is all about values, what you hold dear, what you hold sacred, what you have, okay? Your integrations, and then anything you've integrated, it's like, it's the outside mirror of that. That's what the Hierophant is. The Hierophant is the guy, I mean, I'm not talking about this card necessarily, but I am talking about this card because there's a guy in the card. It's the guy you go to, the guy or girl you go to when you're, when you're trying to, it's more of the religious aspect, where it's like the temple and the Hierophant's in the temple and he's praying and he's, having his sermon and everybody's called to listen and whatever, which one do you gravitate towards, but it's all these like sacred spaces where you go to get in touch with that. And not even just a physical place. It could be people. It could be a place. It could be the inner temple. Okay. That's all going to be formed anew for you. So that really touches on your pentacles. And I'd say your star card that you got in the current, where it's like, what's my true north? My spiritual reformation. What have I learned from this? And now what do I value because of what I've learned from this so far? I'm going to go into grabbing you a couple more for your possible outcome, Sag. The Devil. All right. And the King of Swords. That's you getting really clear on what you want. This is you just totally breaking free. There's going to be so much transformation and liberation through this transformation. There's revelation here. And whenever we get revelations and we, you know, kind of climb up the ladder of the perspective or the perception, we get closer and closer to freedom, right? Closer and closer to liberation, freedom. And it's all about that kind of higher perspective that we're getting. We break free from any of the bonds. So it's very fitting that I see that you got that. That is the card of Capricorn too. There's like a dedication to, it's so beautiful because it's a dedication to that higher perspective and honoring your truth, honoring your feelings, your thoughts, what you hold sacred, what you value, honoring your new vision. There's a dedication there to that. Really beautiful. I'm going to go into my tarot sidekick now. And this isn't a tarot deck, but it will give us questions, prompts to further deepen your reading. Where do we want to take Sagittarians read today? Oh, we got one that came out. Spirit, higher self, higher power, God. Okay, it wants us to dive deeper into higher self. It's kind of like dovetailing the higher self there. So I'm going to grab my Cozy Tarot deck so we have the full potentiality of the tarot at our fingertips here. What is higher self? Oh, a couple wanted to come out. I'm going to put those aside. What does higher self want us to know for Sagittarians, please? I'm going to pull 3, so I'm just going to pull one more because I got 2 that leapt out at us. We've got 9 of Swords. All right. 2 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Okay, you guys. I was looking for Wands to come out. You are a fire sign after all. And Wands are all that inner fire. 9 of Swords. I think higher self wants you to know that there might be a little bit of anxiety through this. Okay, and that's okay. 9 of Swords is a very intense card. It's intense energy. It's like higher self is wanting you to know that it's this transformation is not for the faint of heart. It's intense and it's okay. Okay. Because you've got all of these, I mean, all of your line of higher self, you know, there's security there. There's blossoming and opening to opportunity. It's a lovely balance. But I mean, Scorpio house, that's an intense house. Transformation, that's intense, right? It's not just like, oh, I'm working on my body, or, oh, I'm working on, working on learning this knitting, I don't know, this like knitting project. It's like, no, this is transformation of, you know, body, mind, and soul. So it's very, very deep. It goes very deep. It's very layered. And so there might be some intense thoughts, some intense feelings, and you might feel mired in them. And higher self is just reminding you it's okay. And coupled with the 2 of Wands and the Queen of Swords, you got the King of Swords. So to me, it's like that mastery. It's like you really listen to higher self because you're gaining that mastery over your thoughts, getting really clear. It says, don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. Okay, this is speaking, owning your truth. And I feel like it's owning your truth in the sense of what you desire, what you want to manifest, what your vision will be. This is all about, 2 of Wands is all about the vision. It says your decisions decide your future here, nothing else. So to me, 2 of Wands is such a fitting card for you in the sense of you're transforming your vision right now, which is a big deal. So 2 of Wands are all that inner fire, spiritual will, that flame inside, okay? And the 2 is just kind of like that planning, that planning step in the process, okay? It's like you planning and gaining that foresight, getting prepared, okay? It's that visionary. It's really a lot of the artist. It's really a lot of the artist. It's capturing that vision, okay? Wow, Sag. Wow. I'm kind of blown away by this reading, really. I'm going to go into my Oracle of the Angels deck now. And this is a love note from the universe for Sagittarius. And of course, you're open to them, right? You're open to that right now. This is like a kiss on the forehead from the angels. You can always come back to this message. Push subscribe. It's totally free. We could have this much fun every week, gain this much insight every week. And enter the giveaway. Enter the giveaway. You could get these beautiful cards you see here. There's gold etching. Gorgeous, gorgeous set of cards. I'm going to pick a lucky winner at the end of March. In a couple weeks here. What do we have for Sages from the angels today? Inner peace. Inner peace. You might need to be reminded of that because United Swords is there. It's going to get intense. And there's a lot of transformation going on, but we got to touch base with that inner peace inside, right? Let's see what it says. Trust that everything is exactly as it needs to be, even if appearances suggest that chaos rules. Sometimes it can be a challenge to remain calm and centered in the midst of conflict or stressful situations, but you are guided in these instances to look within. Focus on attaining balance and peace within, and you'll find this will greatly influence your external reality. In times of stress or conflict, I focus on creating a space of calm and balance within. My inner world creates my reality. I ask the universe for help to guide me and enlighten me so that I may master my thoughts and emotions. This is what it's all been about, my dears. I am peaceful. All right, Sagittarius, shout it from the rooftops. You are peaceful. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. It has been an utter delight and a privilege, and I will see you next time. Joyful blessings.